You know that question every homeowner asks me around this time of year? Should I list my home in the winter or wait until spring? Everyone's heard that spring is the best time to sell a house. The yards are greener, flowers are blooming, and the daylight does wonders for photos. But here's what most people don't realize. Waiting for spring isn't always the smartest move. Sometimes listing in winter can quietly work to your advantage, especially if you approach it strategically. Hi, I'm Bryn, a realtor here in Eugene, Oregon. Every year, I talk to homeowners who are ready to sell but are hesitating because they've heard that no one buys homes in the winter. But if you've lived in Eugene long enough, you know our seasons don't really follow the traditional real estate calendar. We don't shut down when it rains. Buyers are still out there, bundled up, coffee in hand, scrolling Zillow like it's their part-time job. And depending on your goals, listing in winter might be one of the smartest moves you could make. One of the biggest advantages is less competition. Spring is when everyone decides to list at once. Suddenly, your home isn't competing with one or two others, it's competing with dozens in your price range. But in winter, inventory drops. That means if your home is priced right and looks great, it's going to stand out. I had a client last January who was nervous about listing. They thought no one would show up at an open house. We had multiple offers in 3 days because there were only a handful of comparable homes available. Less competition means more attention and often faster results. The buyers who are there in winter are also incredibly motivated. These aren't casual browsers killing time between pumpkin spice lattes. They're relocating for work, their lease is ending, or they've been searching for months and are ready to make a move. They're not kicking tires, they're ready to make decisions. I found that winter buyers tend to be more serious, more flexible, and less likely to get caught up in bidding war drama. The process often feels smoother and less stressful for everyone involved. Here's something people often overlook. Winter is emotional. When it's cold and gray outside, buyers crave warmth and comfort and connection. And if your home gives off that cozy vibe, soft lighting, flickering fireplace, maybe the smell of cinnamon or soup simmering on the stove, it hits them right in the feels. Don't fight the season or try to make your listing look like summer. Lean into it. Go for cozy and inviting, not bright and beachy. You're not just selling square footage, you're selling how it feels to live there. Another thing I hear all the time is, we'll list in spring after we repaint, redo the floors, fix the fence, and regrout the bathroom. And 6 months later, they're still not ready. And the market's changed. Ready doesn't mean perfect. It means your home is clean, decluttered, priced appropriately, and ready to be seen. If your home is in good shape now, don't let the calendar hold you back. Waiting for spring might actually mean more competition and less control over your outcome. And here's a little insider secret. The spring market doesn't start in April. It starts in February. That's when buyers begin browsing. Pre-approvals pick up and agents start setting up tours. If you list early, even late winter, you're already in front of the first wave of eager buyers. It's like being the first food truck to show up at a festival. People will line up because they're hungry now. Instead of waiting for everyone else to hit publish on their listings in March, you're already under contract. So, should you list in winter or wait for spring? Like with so many things, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on your timing, your goals, and your home's condition. But some of the most successful sales I've seen in Eugene happen in the so-called off-season because those sellers were strategic, proactive, and willing to move when others were standing still. If you're thinking about selling and want to talk through what makes sense for you, reach out. I'd love to help. We can build a plan that fits your goals. And if you're watching this but you're not in Eugene, that's okay. I have a trusted network of agents across the country who share my approach and high standards. And I'd be happy to connect you with someone great in your area. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and share this video with a friend who's been debating whether now is the right time to sell.